Hello my lovelies and welcome to my channel WYRD is the New Black. This is pick a card reading for what is your person feeling about you, how they're feeling at this moment in time, about their circumstances. This pick a card reading is specifically a love reading for those who are not in communication or minimal communication. So pretty much no contact or very minimal contact. Okay, so the first stack is Lapis Lazuli, second is the Citrine, and third is the Turquoise. So take a deep breath and take a moment to select your deck, and then I will see you on the other side. Hi guys, this is for you that chose stack number 1, which is the Lapis. Lovely stone. Hummingbird Spirit. Scrutinize, consider and watch. Law, vice and temptation. Uh-oh. Ease, lighten, soothe and discipline. The first thing I'm picking up is that this person is desperately kind of in need of attention from the opposite sex. This person may be very attractive, may be used to a lot of attention, and I feel that it's become like part of their need function. They're dependent on it. I'm really picking up like devil energy with this law, vice, temptation. There's an addiction energy here. And they're feeling kind of enslaved, is my sense from this. They're feeling enslaved to their addiction. And this could be a sex addiction, but it could be a substance as well. But it's certainly a mode of behaviour. It's a pattern of behaviour. It's to do with their vanity. And I think it's to do with needing to be admired from other people. It's to do with attention. It's the need for validation is under this energy for me. And I feel that they're very stressed out. I feel like they're feeling really anxious. And I'm seeing this bird like darting about all over the place and distracting themselves. But there's a really unsettled energy about it. It just doesn't feel good. It's like a sort of foot tapping impatience. It's like a feeling of needing to get a fix, needing to feel that it soothes them, that it sort of lightens the load. How do I put this in a diplomatic way? But they need to go and get themselves some, is what I think most of them are feeling, I'll be completely honest. But I feel there's this big problem with this, before you all, hate me. They only want you. That's my feeling. This person only wants you. And I feel like in the past they've gone for like low-hanging fruit. And they're really having to scrutinise what potential carnage they may have caused in the past. This card, I don't know if you can see, it's a big plume of smoke up there. Something's gone down. And it's gone down because of their enslavement or into an addiction. This could also be material goods, though, for some of these people. This could be luxuries. Yeah, I'm picking that up. I mean, this is a very luxurious card. This person feels that you are beautiful. They are very, you give them a sense of ease, you give them a sense of feeling lightened, and I think that they see you as extraordinarily beautiful. They're very, very attracted to you, and they're the ones that they're used to being on the other side of that energy, where people find them very attractive and get a bit obsessed with them. But this person is obsessed with you. That's how they're feeling. And it's a very strong sexual energy is what I'm getting from this. This person really, really wants you because they feel like it's the only thing that will give them comfort, that will soothe them somehow, make them feel less enthralled to lower energies, that there's a higher energy level with you that they experience in those places. And this person may have, you know, been a player, may still have player energy around them, but I think that's changing because there is this strong obsessional feeling towards how they feel about you. I do feel that this person is coming to a point where, I mean, this card says exert authority, define. It's time to take the bull by the horns, create a strategy and mobilize forces. And it's called discipline. This person really wants to, you know, I don't know whether they want to kind of break with the discipline that they've enforced on themselves, or whether they want to exert discipline. This feels really hard. They do feel like they want this energy to ease, to be light. I think it's been pretty intense. This person is very egotistical though. Very egotistical. There's a shallowness about this energy because they've got so used to, it's been so easy for them to just be tempted in different directions. They're a natural target for it, was what I'm hearing. This person thinks you're beautiful and you are the most tempting thing on earth to this individual, but they feel like they need to ease up on this energy, I think, and exert discipline. And also, if they approach you, they need to create a strategy, because this malarkey is not going to wash at all. There's no way you're you know, taking this person back, you know, when they're feeling that they're still inclined towards temptation, but they're really having to scrutinize their past vices, their past laws, because it could be easy for them to go back into that space and create more damage. This person is spying like a motherfucker. That's my vibe. Scrutinize, consider, and watch. Because they're just obsessed with how alluring you are. That's what I'm hearing. It's like they need a fix and you are the fix. And they don't know what to do because there's a huge amount of anxiety, but they're also incredibly in and out. There's, you know, they need to deepen their understanding of their dependency on attention, their dependency on admiration. I think it's because on the inside they don't feel worthy. External appearances matter to this person, you know, a lot, and they think you're beautiful. They do think you're absolutely stunning. That's my feeling. They think you're beautiful and they're very, very sexually attracted to you. But like I say, they're not used to being on this side of this energy. They are really struggling with what I think, you know, they may have caused in other people as well. I think that they've been very manipulative potentially in the past as well, and very charming. I think they're very capable of that. But they watch their back is what I'm hearing, just in case, you know, and I'm hearing also no smoke without fire with this card. So just in case something comes to light that is too big to hide, there there's a lot of untrustworthy energy about this person. And I just don't feel that I think you've exerted discipline, probably walking the hell away from this situation, but they don't know what to do with themselves. They're feeling like, you know, that you're the only one that can bring them any kind of ease in this situation. Tough, eh? Oh well, boo-hoo. Yeah, you carry on walking away at this point in time. This person needs to deepen their understanding. Yeah, it's time for you to take the bull by the horns. This person needs to get a handle on their addiction space. They need to get a handle on themselves, and they need to have a direction. I'm feeling that they don't have a direction, and I'm feeling that they feel, you know, that they can flit about. I don't feel like foundations or laying down foundational roots is particularly important to this individual. I feel like what they feel is that at the moment they don't really think about the future. They're very, it says be here now, and they're very in the moment. And there's an impulse here as well. There's impulse energy, and it's very changeable too. It's very in and out. Like I say, this person is hugely sexually driven, but they also need attention. And they need to be able to self-soothe both their anxiety, which is quite critical under here, and it's almost like they can't sit still energy, that they're always moving from space to space, but they may have gone through these situations many times and it's not ended well, and they want to move away from going round. I feel they do want to move forward, and they do want to create a strategy whereby they can exert authority over their own physical well-being. There's a weird similarity between the space of this bird and this beak and this man and this sword, and they're seeing the truth of the situation, that without this level of discipline they won't be able to come towards you, but they feel for you. Like there's a lot of love. There's a lot of love in this energy. It's just I also feel like they don't know whether it's the wrong agenda to come towards you. Well, they may have already attempted to come towards you in a sexual manner, but I don't know. But I do feel like that the strength of their attraction, the strength of the temptation to come towards you, they feel that they need to restrain that energy. And I feel that I do feel that they definitely do. They definitely do. They need to get a handle on their need to be attractive, and you make them feel good is what I'm feeling. You soothe them, you've lightened their energy, you've kind of made them feel like wonderful, better than they've ever felt, and that's why they only now want you. But they need to feel that about themselves. They can't tap you for that energy, and they would come and tap you in a tapping way, they would come to have sex. They would not come to form a relationship with you at this stage. Like they really don't know how to do that yet, because they haven't exerted the discipline, they haven't taken the bull by the horns, they haven't, you know, spoken the truth either, I feel, for some of them, and they need to get their shit together and get the hell on with it. So yeah, I think that's all I've got for you, stack number one, and I hope that resonated, and if it did, please do like and subscribe and share. Thank you, bye. Hello to stack number two. This is for you that chose the citrine here, which is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so how's your person feeling? We've got coyote spirit, trust in divine detours, skill, elevation, success, protect, defend, guard, journey, change, transition, and oppression. Well, this oppression card is saying restriction, exhaustion, depression, depleted resources, feeling cut off, punishment, and confinement. So safely say your person is not feeling great. I'm getting an image of Wile E. Coyote from Coyote and Roadrunner. And when Wile E. Coyote like launches off a cliff trying to chase Roadrunner, and then has to pull up a little umbrella and then plummets into the ravine, like, you know, having failed to catch Roadrunner again. And now I'm hearing meep meep. I think this is kind of a card that might represent you. It's another bird. I know Roadrunner runs, but I'm feeling that this person feels that they can't get to you. I mean, the coyote can't catch the bird in flight. No chance. So you're even more capable than Roadrunner, is my feeling. And you may well be defending your position. I don't feel like, I think maybe you've made a change and made a journey. I know this is about how they feel, but I trust it will go where it needs to. And maybe they made you feel cut off, depressed, confined, restricted. Maybe that's what's happened in the past. The reason I'm saying that is because I think that this is happening to this person now. So this could be like a flip-flop, you know, energy of like a karmic pay that this person may have to be paying back. I'm hearing with this coyote energy, a sort of very mixed energetic. I'm hearing, you know, that this person has strong emotions, strong feelings for you, but it's so for example, they feel like you belong together, and I think that they recognize that this is actually a spiritual connection, and I think you do too. But I'm feeling intense territorial energy coming from this coyote, and like not in a good way. I'm hearing, okay, the spirit's reminding me of the story of, I think it's the black wolf and the white wolf, a shamanic story whereby the black wolf is your dark side, the light wolf is the light side, and the wolf that consumes you and accompanies you into the afterlife at the end of your life is the one that you fed the most. And this person, I'm being told, is in dark wolf energy. And now I'm seeing the magician in reverse. Okay. This person is resentful of your success, of your elevation. They may be jealous. And they're also protective. I feel like I'm hearing you're mine. But the fact is that you're not, because you are out of reach. And I feel that that's very frustrating for this person. And I feel that they are also feeling like fairly crippling anxiety, maybe, but also they are very irritable. They may be being very aggressive, snappy, because they haven't got what they've wanted, and there's an element of danger about this energy for sure. At the moment, this person, you know, it's a good plan if you're out of this person's reach to stay that way, because I feel that they would be very aggressive. They want to, I'm hearing, bite back. So maybe something's gone down where they now feel very cut off by you. Potentially, you may have stood your ground or defended a position that keeps elevating you, but it means that you're out of reach of this person. And I think it's because they're kind of hungry for you. There's a real, you know, I want to devour you. I don't know, this is a kind of, I don't know whether I want to kiss you or tear all your feathers out. And that is where I'm saying that this energy is quite dangerous, volatile, potentially. This person, if they're around other people, is not going to be fun to be with at this point in time. They're going to be really tricky, tricksy, trickster energy in this coyote card. So you may well need to, Spirit says, do keep your guard up. Do, you know, defend your position. And I'm hearing, you know, block out any potential provocation, and what I'm hearing as well. Don't react to that, you know, rise above it, and, you know, so that, and continue to focus on your journey. I think this person, you know, feels very, very sad, actually, because this umbrella is kind of protective of the rain, and the water energy is giving me a sense of emotional content and feeling very sad, very down, which this card confirms, but it's also blocked. I feel like this person is cut off at the moment from the crying energy, is what I'm hearing, the depth of the emotional content, and they're doing this intentionally because at the moment they're in this frustrated energy. Things have not gone according to plan. You know, they may have had a, you know, well thought out strategy, a well thought out agenda here with, you know, a strategic, something strategic in, you know, dealing with you. Or it may be that they left you in this cut-off position because they saw a chance to elevate themselves. And, you know, Loki, the magician energy, that kind of trickster energy, they always want attention. This is kind of resonating slightly with stat number 1 for me. But yeah, there's this, they may have left to advance themselves in some way, shape or form, or thought that it would give them a claim or credit, or people would perceive them as successful. And they may have left you in the process to pursue this, whether it was career, whether it was money, whether it was some kind of reflected glory, is what I'm hearing. And they may have defended departing, maybe a sudden departure. The coyote is capable of acting swiftly, getting into a frenzy like a fox, and being very wily. Yeah, obviously, sorry. That was a really obvious thing to say. But I do feel like there's a lot of confused emotion here, because I do think this person really actually admires you greatly, sees your elevation, sees your skill, is inspired by that. I do feel there's like magical quality here, and therefore, again, this spiritual connection. But this person may be, you know, aware of their own capability, and it will be something to do with expression. I'm hearing also, you know, healing as well for some, and also, yeah, dance movement, that kind of thing as well. this person is protective of you in a territorial way, but also in a desire to have you close and look after you. But they do the absolute opposite and will attack when they're in this defensive frame of mind, when they're wary and they're guarded. This person is feeling really confused, and I think that they feel like they know that they have to make a change. They have to transition. They have to go on a journey away potentially from you or this situation, because it's you're spiritually protected. I don't think that they can get near you. I also feel that, you know, they're hiding information here. There's a mission of information, and that they're kind of protecting you from finding out something about them or finding out about who they really are. I do think that you're no one's fool, and you are being depicted for me as the bird, like looking from a great height, and you're like, yeah, there's an umbrella hiding something down there, as if I didn't know. I just think that you're fully aware. You can see from on high here, that this coyote spirit has, you know, that there's things going on. I think you're focused on you, and I think you're focused on your journey, and I think that there's a removal for you from this energy. But I think that this person is being forced into a change where they are going to have to confront feeling restricted, exhausted, depressed, depleted, cut off. But they are momentarily, at this moment, they are cut off from their ability to look at those deeper emotions, because they're too overwhelming potentially. They may be feeling guilty, but also frustrated. I feel like either you found something out, or you've pointed at the umbrella and said, look, you're emitting all of this stuff clearly. I can clearly see that. And that this individual up here, this coyote, is pissed off. But, you know, they've only got themselves to blame. I'm seeing Wile E. Coyote again. It's like, it was hot. That's not subtle energy. I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't be laughing in a very serious tarot reading, obviously. But yeah, this is not subtle, this person. But this is genuinely like unstable energy at the moment, and this person is in a very unstable place. They want to elevate themselves. You do inspire them to do that. They do understand the spiritual connection, but this predatory nature, they need to get a lid on it. And they're trying, I think. Again, I'm feeling resonance between this and stack number 1, so you may want to watch that as well. I've no idea whether they'll both resonate, but for some, I think they will. There is a guardedness, and they're changing. They're changing because they're going to have to. Spiritually, they have to. The spirit has decreed that this person, and they know it, they feel it, they're going to have to confront, you know, their mistakes potentially, their own behaviour, irrational potentially behaviour as well here, or duplicitous, tricky, and it's indefensible is what I'm hearing. They can't, this is flimsy. This coyote cannot perch on top of an umbrella. It can hold one, but it can't perch on one. And, you know, it's flimsy. It's a flimsy defense is what I'm hearing spirits say. So for some, this may be to do with the judicial system, but just for some. There is a part of them that is protecting some hope. of being able to return to you. And I'm saying return because this is in the past. So my feeling is this is past relationship, and I feel like they can't return to you, and that's very frustrating for them. But they've got themselves stuck is what I'm feeling as well here. There's quite stagnant energy. Well, not stagnant, but like stationary energy for me in this. I think emotionally they're very not stationary. I think they're thinking and trying to work out how the hell they do get back to this sensation. I think that the way that they felt with you elevated them in a sense of feeling that they were capable and feeling that their talents were maybe recognized or seen or perceived. And I also feel that they know that you see them, they see you. And they're frustrated by that because they're still trying to hide something for some of them. Others are just wounded on an ego level that you can see through this energy. So they're feeling wounded as well. I think maybe there's been, maybe this is quite recent energy where you've flown the coop. But they're wounded by this departure, and all they can do is gaze at the sky, but they can't get to you. But they want to feel superior to you. So this is the ego energy that's coming in. So this is a lot of mixed dark wolf, white, light wolf energy. So this person is literally got both of these energies, and you inspire the light energy in them, and actually you're kind of forcing them to confront it because they are looking back, and but they don't want to change. They don't want a transition. I kind of feel that they're defending staying still, staying where they're at, or staying in a position, in an untenable position. That's what Spirit's saying. They're in an untenable position and they need to change. And if they don't choose to, the change will be enforced upon them. I don't feel that they're going to have an option, and they're going to have to turn around and deal with moving on and trying to handle and deal with it. Kind of what I'm feeling is like a bit of a dark night of the soul sensation of feeling very victimized, or like confronting the inner victim, because when the Magician is reversed, it is the most unbearably self-pitying, self-victimizing, woe is me character. And I'm only doing all of this malarkey because actually you need to feel sorry for me. And that's a very difficult thing to break free from. If somebody's used to self-pity, they kind of get themselves caught in the same loop, and that needs to change. But I do feel that you're coming out of a sense of feeling victimized as well. This person may well be feeling victimized too, and it may not just be you, is what I'm hearing as well. For some of them, the thing that they're hiding is another person, which you clearly know about, or or a situation that was very emotional for them, which they haven't discussed with you. But either way, this person is feeling like they want to stay stuck in the past, possibly reminiscing, but also resentful of the fact that you're the one that got away. That's what I'm feeling. You're the one that they've lost. And I don't know whether you care about that at this point or not. I think you're feeling quite optimistic for what's up ahead. And if you are, then really good. That's really good energy for you. This person is very mixed up, and until they confront the fact that they're actually deeply, deeply sad, and actually do the grieving and do the healing, go fully into this feeling of oppression, and then work out the healing. And I think you've been through this, so you understand that it then is what will elevate them into more of the white wolf energy here, or the creative aspects of the coyote. Okay, I think that's all I've got for you, stack number 2. I really hope that resonated. If it did, please like and subscribe and share. And thank you so much for listening. Bye. Hello to stack number 3, peoples. This is for you that chose the turquoise stone here. So how is your person feeling? So we have bee spirit, sweet results await. We've got passion, attraction, and sexuality. We've got travel, explore, discover. Fail, collapse, shock, and the joyous. And this says like happiness, delight, interaction, communication, friendly persuasion, which is really stepping out to me, and self-expression. I feel like this bee energy up here is actually kind of the opposite of productive. I'm seeing this bee being given like a glucose solution. And so I feel that there's a lot of exhaustion. And you probably can't see, but like there's little cogs on the back of this bee, almost like a flight assistant. I'm feeling like this person may be at the moment like struggling to get through the day or struggling with their material realm or work as well, feeling like it's a massive effort, feeling like they don't have it in them at the moment to come towards you. I think that they feel that that will inevitably result in failure, or maybe it already has for some of you. Maybe they have attempted. I'm hearing return as well, because this plane is facing towards my past card here, which is passion, attraction, and sexuality. I do feel that they feel very passionate for you. They're very, very attracted to you. And there's a lot of chemistry between the two of you. And it may have been in the past that when you met this person, this was a very sudden attraction. This was a very like immediate sort of explosive energy. And that, but I'm hearing not enough effort. I'm hearing that this person is, you know, not in a position, or that maybe that this didn't require much effort on their behalf initially, because it was a mutual flavor. And yet I still feel that they don't have, or they feel that they don't have the juice, is what I'm seeing, to put in effort to, or significant effort, the right kind of effort with you, that they're keeping it on a very physical level. And part of them just wants to return to that, I think, because it seems easy. And it may be that you provide this person with a pick-me-up flavour. Again, I'm feeling a resonance between this part, this stack, and the other stacks. These may all be related for some of you. Not for all of you, but I do feel like there is a correlation between all 3 stacks. So you may want to check out the other piles in this reading. But this bee spirit is not productive, is what I'm feeling. I feel like something that they've had planned, because it says sweet results await, has collapsed, and they're quite shocked by the suddenness of the removal of that from their life. And I'm seeing this bee now kind of droning towards a window, hitting a window, and then the whole thing shattering. Almost like they're not looking, or they weren't looking where they're going. It's kind of a mindless energy, that they haven't, you know, thought this through. They've just presumed that the honey pot will be there. Maybe it has been in the past. And I think this time it's a definite no. And that could have been you that said no. And this could be a tower moment for them as well. I'm picking up strong tower energy from this card. this kind of crashing realization that effort does need to be put in the right way, in a productive, stable, material manner. Like actions speak louder than words. That's what's coming through quite strong here as well. So it may have been that this person just did the bare minimum. And they're feeling like they don't really have any juice at the moment to do anything more, because they are in a state of shock. They're feeling woozy. I'm getting that they're feeling very tired, that they may need to rest at this moment in time. They're feeling exhausted and depleted, and they may be taking a pick-me-up throughout the day. It could be caffeine, could be nicotine, could be any level of stimulant, like even Red Bull or something like that, that they don't feel that they can actually get through the day without some kind of pick-me-up or some kind of assistance from somebody else, is what I'm feeling. They may be physically feeling quite battered as well, but I think that stems from an expectation that has not resulted in a success, for sure. They feel that they failed in this situation. They feel that they failed. And I'm really seeing behind this bee is what looks like the moon. And I can't help but feel the tarot energy of that. I feel like they're kind of sitting on, they're sitting in a position where they see what they want to see. But Spirit is saying the dark side of the moon is being hidden from view. So again, I'm picking up secrets, and again, I'm feeling a strong correlation between this and the other decks. But there's definite secretive energy here. It may have been that you were a secret and they were involved in another relationship, because I've been picking up quite strong third party feeling, because there's 3 dragonflies in this card and 2 are sort of together and 1 has kind of escaped, and I'm feeling like that's you. I think you've escaped this situation, or at least you've kind of moved away from this person, and that could be why they're in a space of shock, because you've departed. I feel like one dragonfly is chasing the other dragonfly, which is chasing the other dragonfly. So there may be somebody who's like hard out after them, who's encouraging them to return to. So I'm getting that they had a fling in the past, or like could have been even a holiday affair. It could have been something to do with traveling abroad. Maybe they had a secret meeting. Maybe they had clandestine. I'm hearing the word clandestine. Spirit's giving me that word. A clandestine meeting, or a secret getaway, or something with somebody that they felt, you know, purely sexually attracted to. Or it may have been that that's how you met them. And they want to return to this energy and have, I'm hearing 0 complications, but this is a no-no, because there's more effort required here. There's more tangible effort required. This person, it may have been very unwilling to put in any effort, like proper effort. I feel like this bee is very much on their Todd, on their own. So it may be that this person is kind of now single. I don't feel that there's a desire to return to you. Yes, definitely to you, yes, but to other situations or another person, or like a fling affair, I'm getting that if they did return, that's already ended in failure, or it's just about to fall down in a big heap, or that they know that that's inevitably going to happen if they do return to some other connection that is, you know, superficial, potentially, just physical, or somebody that they had a fling with while they were traveling, or they traveled away and met somebody, but, you know, it's not going to work out. And I also feel that that's their feeling with you, that they are massively magnetically drawn to returning to you. So I do feel that this person is, and you are not currently together or currently communicating. But they know inevitably that it's a failure. And I think that's probably been delivered from you, because I do feel like for you that you're, you know, heading off to find your happiness, your open communication, your personal self-expression. They may have expected you to be delighted by them approaching you or offering to travel to you to offer you sex. I don't think that you were delighted. If that resonates, I think that you were probably like appalled is what I'm getting, and shocked also what I'm getting, because, and that's the shock of the realization that of this person's gall potentially as well to do that. But I think that, you know, it's cleared the decks in a sense, and you can see good things up ahead. I think for them, they feel very much like it's collapsed their concept of their expectation of happiness, their expectation to friendly persuasion, and that is really standing out to me. I think they expected, with all their charm and their honey, to persuade you to interact with them. But there's still an attachment here to something or someone else, or to another situation. And it may be that you've kind of leveled them with a realization that, you know, you may have said to them, I realized that you were doing this in the past. And that's shocking for them, because I feel like with this moon energy under here, they think that they had successfully hidden it, and they may have put all their effort into hiding things rather than actually working on things. But now they're going through the motions. That's what I'm hearing. They feel like they're going through the motions. They feel, I'm hearing that drone energy, that life is quite monotonous, that they are just tired of the same things happening. And I am feeling like the energy going anti-clockwise here. I think this person truly wishes that they had a time capsule, and that they could go back in time and start again from this position and actually put the effort in. And maybe you had plans to go abroad, or maybe you had plans for a holiday that collapsed. That's for some of you. Or a get together that just totally didn't work, or maybe you did go traveling with this person and it was horrendous. I'm not sure. Any one of those scenarios could be true, but you certainly had plans, and there's certainly a lot of exploration energy, especially sexually so. And I think that you've brought each other, you know, you've opened each other's minds on a physical level with what you can feel intimately with another person. This energy is very, you know, fool-like energy. It's very new beginning energy. So maybe this person also feels like they expected a new beginning with you, where they could rekindle this strong attraction. And I'm not saying that it's not there. I very much feel that it is there, between both of you potentially. But this has collapsed completely. I think they had an idea of what was happening. They thought that this was a clear direction, and then they hit that window which they didn't account for, and the whole thing crumbled. And the window that they didn't account for was your ability to see through the lack of effort the lack of effort, the lack of actual productivity. This person is, not in a position at the moment where they want to work, but they may be feeling that they have to. They may have to be focusing on money at this point in time, on material energies, on their own sense of well-being as well. I don't feel like they're in a physically great space, or an emotional one. I do feel there's a cut-off energy. Again, this is massively resonating with sort of stack number 2 for me, in that there's a kind of removal of their own emotional content. And I think that this is to do with fears that have been brought up that relate to childhood. Because the moon for me is always about subconscious energies that can relate to like early adulthood or childhood, and the fear of kind of the monsters in the dark, the fear of the shadow self as well. And, they need, like, the cold light of day has been gifted in this situation. And I think that they're in a recovery position. They're feeling like they need to recover from possibly what is an excessive surplus level of energy in terms of attraction. And they can't go backwards, but they're afraid to go forwards because they're afraid of failing. And I think the fear of failure is like huge, which is maybe why this person is not, that productive, because they feel like if they invest too much, they've got more to lose. So they've got themselves into a mindset which means that they don't have to invest very much, and then therefore they don't have that much to lose. But which is maybe why they're still in this kind of partnership energy. I do think, though, if they are with somebody else and that resonates with you, that the sexual chemistry between these two people is kaput, is gone. It's dried up. It's not there. There's no mojo here, and that may relate to you as well. You may feel that way about this person, but I do feel like for you, there was an expectation and it collapsed. But for other parties or party, even though there may be a temptation to travel back into a very casual way of going about relationships, that this is, this person already knows that it's not going to work that way anymore. I feel like they're not truly in touch with their emotions at this point in time. They're really, really trying to hide their shadow from themselves, is what I'm hearing. And also, but they're being forced to have to sit on the reality of their own clandestine behavior, their own secret existence. And that is creating a tower moment. This person is in a tower moment at the moment. They may feel that everything's collapsed, everything's fallen apart. But Spirit is saying that this is good because it removes energy that is, unstable, and that they're going to have space to rebuild, and they're going to have to follow your example. If you've already departed to follow your bliss, they're going to have to follow your example, in terms of how they choose to interact with people. You can't always get what you want. That's what I'm hearing. You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you might find you get what you need. Okay, right. Thanks, Spirit. Okay, yeah, they're getting what they need, Spirit says, and for them to attain happiness in the future, friendly persuasion, goodwill, this kind of joyful light energy, which I do think they really want with you, and they do feel for you. And it may be that, you know, there was a lot of celebratory energy, but I do feel like this person is kind of attached to other people or another person, and they, you know, their realization is a big fat realization that that is not the way that they're going to find true happiness, true fulfillment, true joy. You may have brought them a concept of joyfulness that they haven't experienced before, or maybe it's been a long time since they experienced that, and then meeting you was this huge new fresh different energetic. But it did start off in a very strong sexual space, and at some stage there has to be true foundations put in, and this person's realizing that total failure awaits, you know, interaction with you if they're not prepared to put in the effort required. So Spirit says they're not in that space right now to be able to put in any effort. They're just feeling very lacking in motivation, and they do need to rest, they do need to recover. This person is in a space where they've had a sudden shock and now they need to heal. And if this is nothing to do with you, this is to do with another relationship that they're involved in that has just collapsed. And they are contemplating traveling onwards. But they do feel like even if this person may actually have traveled from one location to another quite a lot, but they're kind of tired of doing that, because I feel like it's just been a loop cycle of failure. So they may be really resisting the need to do so. I think that you possibly have traveled through this space, or that there's been distance between you, that you are now coming out the other side into a space of joy after a tower moment. But maybe there has been a more recent tower moment as well between the two of you, where you feel like the only way to get happiness is to leave, is to depart, is to separate yourself, this little escaping dragonfly. And they feel the only way is to follow you, and someone else feels that the only way is to follow them, but they're not interested. They're interested in following you, and they know that it would just be a return to another round of carnage if they went back to a fling space, or having flings, or, you know, looking for that kind of instant gratification energy, which I just think that it was way more than that with you. I think that this joyfulness, it might have started in a sexual space, but there's a lot of playfulness here. There's a lot of lovely celebratory energy, but this person may have fully expected something different, and that weren't, and it says sweet results away, and the Spirit is saying that it will eventually, sweet results do eventually await, but currently that is definitely not what they've got. And so they're in a space of having to recover, having to heal, having to contemplate past actions where they may have travelled backwards instead of moving forwards into a mode of behaviour or pattern, or, like I say, having a clandestine affair or a secret relationship, or maybe that your relationship was kept secret. Inevitably, any of those scenarios result in shocking failure. It shouldn't be that shocking, because it's quite clear that that's where it will end up. But maybe it's not that shocking for you, because I do feel like you can see that the, you know, personal happiness is more important, whereas they may not. Anyway, I think that's all I've got for you, stack number 3. And if it did resonate, please like and subscribe and share. Thanks so much for listening. Bye.